Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here are the top stories of the day as covered on Mega News. Beloved singer Marinella, the queen of Greek folk pop music, has died at the age of 87. She passed away at her home in Athens on Saturday, March 28th at 6 p.m. according to a statement from her family. She had spent nearly a year recovering from a stroke she suffered on stage in 2024 at the Odeon of Herodes Atticus. Born in Thessaloniki in 1938, Marinella began her professional singing career in 1956. She went on to become a leading figure in Greek laiko music with a career spanning nearly 7 decades. She released dozens of albums, many of them commercially successful. Her 1976 live album Recital, recorded with Kostas Hadzis, sold around 500,000 copies and remains one of the best-selling records in Greece. Marinella performed internationally, including in the United States, Australia, Germany, Brazil, and Albania. In 1968, she received the Best Artistic Presence Award at the International Popular Song Festival in Rio de Janeiro. She also represented Greece at the Eurovision Song Contest in 1974. She is survived by her daughter and granddaughter. Authorities have recovered the body of the 34-year-old diver who drowned last Sunday in an underwater cave near Vouliagmeni. The recovery operation took place over the weekend at a site known as the Devil's Well, an area with strong underwater currents and complex cave formations. A team of 7 experienced cave divers completed the operation in approximately 90 minutes. They used specialized equipment to navigate a narrow and turbulent cave system where continuous water inflow creates strong suction and whirlpool-like conditions. According to the rescue team, the diver approached the cave entrance and was pulled inside by powerful currents. He became trapped within the system. Divers located his body in a chamber a few meters from the entrance, beyond a narrow passage where water flow creates intense vortices. Rescuers described the operation as difficult due to the terrain and constant movement of water. A 4-year-old girl was found wandering alone on a busy street in the northern Athens suburb of Marousi. A taxi driver spotted the child on Sunday evening walking unaccompanied and approached her. He found that she could not identify where she lived and he contacted police. According to reports, the girl said her parents had argued and that only her grandmother was at home. Authorities say the child left the house on her own. Her mother was not at home at the time while her father was inside but did not have the keys. The girl reportedly opened the door and left without being noticed. Police also confirmed a similar incident occurred 4 months earlier when the child left the home through a window and was later found by a passerby. At the time, the mother said she had been caring for the child's younger sibling who was ill. Both parents were arrested on charges of child neglect. They were later released pending further legal proceedings. The cost of the Easter table in Greece is rising this year with increases across meat, vegetables and basic goods. Early estimates from butchers show that lamb prices are expected to rise by at least 10% as demand increases closer to the holiday. Prices are also rising in fresh produce driven by weather conditions, higher transportation costs and seasonal demand. In the past 2 weeks, lettuce prices have increased by 20 cents. Tomatoes have risen from €1.50 to €2.80 per kilogram. Cucumbers have increased from €1 to €1.30. These changes have made basic items, including salad ingredients, more expensive. As a result, many households are adjusting their spending. Some are postponing purchases, while others are waiting for seasonal bonuses paid before Easter. Greece is preparing for a severe weather system expected to impact large parts of the country this week. The system will begin affecting areas from Tuesday evening, with conditions worsening overnight. Rainfall will first appear across western, northern and eastern Aegean regions before spreading more widely. According to meteorologists, the storm will peak on Wednesday, April 1st, when the low-pressure system reaches maximum intensity. Forecasts indicate heavy rain, strong thunderstorms and a high risk of localized flooding. In some areas, rainfall may exceed 100 milliliters within 24 hours. Hail is also possible in regions experiencing the most intense conditions. The most affected areas are expected to include the eastern and southern Peloponnese, central and eastern mainland Greece, Attica, Evia, the Sporades Islands, Thessaly, central and eastern Macedonia and parts of the Aegean. Strong winds will accompany the storm, reaching 8 to 9 Beaufort, with gusts locally exceeding 10 Beaufort. The severe weather is expected to continue into Friday, with conditions gradually easing after Wednesday. These were the top stories of the day as covered on Mega News. Thank you for watching.